everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Donella. If you happen to be joining me for the very first time, thank you so much for being here, and hopefully on your way out that you click that subscribe button. Now, as you guys know, I filmed this video and I broke it up into 3 parts. So today is the final day. Today is the last leg of this video, and today I'm going to be discussing setting sprays. You guys may or may not incorporate setting sprays into your daily makeup routine. Setting sprays, I think, is actually a crucial part of the longevity of your makeup, especially if you're someone like me who suffers from oily skin. Like, powders and setting sprays are like a must for me, because I feel like they actually help with maintaining or keeping my foundation together. So for this last leg, or part 3 of this video series that I created, I'm going to be discussing the top 5 setting sprays that I've been using over the summer months that have been working for me. So if you are interested in learning what those 5 setting sprays are, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I positioned these setting sprays so you can see the head of them. Can you guess what they are just by seeing the top? Can't see, you can't see, huh? You can't guess, huh? All right. So I'm going to be discussing each one of these setting sprays in no particular order. It's not necessarily that I prefer one over the other, but for me, in terms of the finish and the overall what it has been doing for my skin and my makeup, I actually get something different from each one of them. And the first one I want to discuss is the one that I use in this 3-part video, which is this one here from NYX. It's the Bear With Me Prime Set Refresh 8-hour multitasking setting spray. Now this, I actually remember when NYX released this. This would have been like a couple months ago when NYX released this, and I thought it had a really good price. It was somewhere around like $10 to $12. Now don't quote me on that, but you can always check down in the description box. I'm going to put the price tag for all of these setting sprays that I'm about to mention in this video. I saw it, I thought it was kind of a unique way of having like a setting spray. The fact that it's like a multitasking setting spray, and it kind of reminds me of that one from Smashbox that was released maybe a year or 2 ago. They have like Smashbox has this primer water, but the only thing you can actually do with that primer water is actually prime your face. And the fact that this one from NYX was like a multitasking spray, you can use it to prime, you can use it to set, and you can also use it to refresh your makeup. I absolutely love the fact that this little inexpensive thing right here in this bottle did so much for your skin in terms of being a primer, a setting spray, and also refresh mist. I absolutely love it, and I think it works well for somebody like me that suffers from oily skin. I use this whenever I'm about to apply my makeup. I actually use this one every day as like an everyday setting spray, which is why it's like all the way down here. I use this from Monday to Friday as my work setting spray, so to speak, and I've been loving it. I think it works well with my oily skin. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that this is going to work well for everybody who suffers from oily skin, but from what I understand from this Bear With Me line, this setting spray from the Bear With Me line, is that it's supposed to work for every skin type. And I have oily skin. You guys might have like super oily skin, and I have to incorporate a lot of things in my skincare routine in order for me to control these oils. And I think this baby right here from NYX is just amazing, and I give it like 2 thumbs up, and I definitely recommend you buying this and testing it out. It's not like a high price. It doesn't have a high price tag, because you guys know NYX is one of those inexpensive drugstore brands, so it doesn't have a huge price tag to it. So if you really want it, if you're looking for something that's going to control your oils, something that's going to keep your makeup in place and all of that, trust me, try this. This is amazing. So the second setting spray I want to talk about, this one is like an oldie, and this is a mattifying setting spray from Cover FX. Can you see the word Cover FX on this? Yeah, she looked kind of bruised up and battered and all that. It's really because, you know, she almost done, if she ain't done already. Because this one is actually one of those setting sprays that I used to use, but then I stopped using it because, you know, when all these new things come out on the market, everybody like, let me try this, let me try that, whatever. And you know, and then I'm one of those persons like, why in the hell did I stop using this in the first place when it was working for me anyway? But because I saw something new on the market, I completely forgot that, hey, you've had this has been working for you, why not get it back again? So I bought this like I would have bought this like 2 or 3 months ago, but because I'm one of those persons, you know, I'm one of those persons who really goes heavy on setting sprays. So that's one of the things that I continue to replenish, like almost, you could say basically maybe on a 1 to 2 month basis. I replenish my setting sprays quite often because I have oily skin, and I don't like to see my makeup moving all over the place when I have it on. I need you to be set, and I need you to stay right there. I need you to be slipping and sliding all over the place. So I invest heavily in my setting sprays. This is not a new setting spray. This has been on the market for quite some time, at least maybe 2 or 3 years. But this is these setting sprays from Cover Effects have different finishes. Of course, you guys know I'm going to buy the one that says mattifying because hello, I have oily skin. I want nothing when it's no illuminating and no dewy and all them story there. If I don't want to end up looking like one of those glazed Christmas ham walking through the streets of Bastia, this is absolutely amazing. I can attest, like I've been using it since it actually released, and it has been doing really great things in terms of keeping my makeup mattified throughout the 8 hours that I need it to be mattified for whenever I go to work. So this is probably one of those everyday setting sprays that I use, like whenever, like say for instance, I use this in 1 week, and then the following week I would use this. Is like I try to kind of mix up my setting sprays just to see, you know, because what I realized over time in terms of setting sprays and primers is that sometimes your skin get accustomed to them and they don't do what they used to do when you first bought them. So I try to kind of incorporate like different setting sprays on a weekly basis. Like I would use this on week 1, use this on week 2, then another one on week 3, then another one on week 4, just to make sure that I'm still getting the results that I want to get out of the setting spray that I've been using. Next setting spray I want to talk about is this baby right here. Now you guys know when I first started my channel, I used to be talking about this baby right here from Bosch. Is it Bosch or is it Boscha? I've heard some people say Boscha and I've heard some people say Boscha. You know what I'm going to do when I finish this video? I'm going to go on the company's Instagram page, or I'm going to go on any one of their social media page and figure out how I'm supposed to pronounce this word, because I'm pretty sure it's Boscha, but I've heard some people say it's Boscha. But I don't know, tomato, Boscha, we know what you mean anyway. So okay, all right, so you guys know that this is probably one of my holy grail, like it's an oldie but goodie, and you guys saw me using this when I first started my channel at least like a year ago or 2 ago. How long have I been on YouTube? Is it 2 years now? Oh my god, it's been that long? Really? Like for real? Anyway, so this is like one of those setting sprays that I continue to buy over and over and over and over again because it is so good. And I think it probably has to do with the ingredients in this and the fact that it has like white charcoal in it, and it's a mattifying setting spray. You can actually feel your makeup getting mattified whenever you use this. It is just such a great setting spray, and I actually replenished this recently because I just use these like crazy. Like these setting sprays from Bosch, I use these like crazy, so I replenish these quite often. So this one was recently replenished, which is why it's all the way up here. But this is one of those setting sprays that you have to be careful with because the liquid is white. You have to be really careful with it. You have to give it a good one of these like that, and then you gotta hold it all the way out here, like 6 to 8 inches away from your face before you apply it, because number one, you're not gonna get those really white dots on your face if you don't give it a good shake, number one, and if you don't hold it far enough away from your face. So I know a lot of persons have asked me about it, but I'm like, look, it's a really good setting spray, but you have to be careful with it. Number one, you have to give it a good shake, because it even says so here. Shake well, okay? You have to shake it up real good, and you have to hold it at least 6 to 8 inches away from your face before you spray. Number one, you're gonna get those really crazy white blotches, and then when it dries down, it's gonna dry down white, so your makeup gonna look white. So you have to be, it's amazing. It's like probably one of the best setting sprays for persons who have oily skin. I recommend this to almost everybody who I know suffers from oily skin. It's just that I have to put that little clause in between there to say, hey, careful when you're using it, do this, do that, blah blah blah. It's really, really good. And if you guys see me using this for 2 years straight, like on my channel, then you must understand it's that good. Okay, it's that. Okay, good. So the next setting spray up for a little chit chat is this little baby right here from Farsali Skincare. Farsali. Are you familiar with Farsali Skincare? Are you familiar with Farah and her husband Sal? They have been giving us some good skincare stuff on the market. You know, they're one of the indie brands, of course. You know, Farah's husband Sal, I think he is an esthetician, because he really is into skincare, and the products that they push out from this Farsali skincare line are absolutely amazing. And you know, they both incorporate ingredients into their their serums and skin mists, etc., and the eye creams and all that, or eye serums I should say. It's not really a cream, it's more, they're more into serums and setting sprays, things that actually make your skin look glowy, things that give your skin youth, things that replenish the elasticity into your skin. You know, they're all about that. Things that make your skin just glow. That is the Farsali line right there. So I remember when they first released this the rose gold skin mist, and I was absolutely obsessed with the fact that it has 24 karat gold. You see that gold right in there floating around? It has 24 karat gold in a bottle that you're putting on your face. Who doesn't want 24 karat gold on your face? I mean, hello, excuse me, ma'am. Let me have that. Let me have like a bring that over here. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Put that right here in front of me. Thank you so much. But what I really want to talk about this in particular is the fact that it's infused with 24 karat gold. And I don't know about you guys, but whenever I use this little baby right here, my skin just looks I don't know how else to put it. It just, I don't actually use it so much as a setting spray to set my makeup. I haven't really used it for that. I have to attest to that. I haven't really used it for that. But I have been using it as a primer and as a moisturizer before I apply my makeup, and my skin just looks, sometimes I don't even feel like applying makeup whenever I apply this rose gold skin mist from Farsali. My skin just looks, and I even forget what the ingredient list is. I just know that my skin is just beautiful, and it's glowing, and it's soft and subtle, and I could see all of the goodness that's inside this bottle literally on my face. Like, I am just completely obsessed with Farsali's skincare line, and I'm even more obsessed with this because it just gives me the most incredible glow. And I'm telling you this, I'm gonna put the price tag down in the description box for this, but I'm gonna kind of say it's not one of those luxury brands that are gonna break off your hand when you look at it, you know. I think this costs like 50 US, which is not bad, because when you consider high-end brands like, you know, like Lancome, Estee Lauder, Chanel, Tom Ford, those kind of brands, you know, their skincare products are extremely expensive, you know. So I would kind of put them on the borderline between luxury and drugstore brand. They're like in between there, you know. It's not that expensive compared to those other brands that I mentioned. But if you're into the glowy skin look, if you want your skin to look more soft and subtle, if you want that very vibrant youth looking skin, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, you got the message. And the final setting spray I want to talk about in this, you know, very lengthy video that had to be cut up in 3 parts is this one here from Lancome. It's called the Fix It and Forget It 24-hour makeup setting mist, and it is in fact a mist. You know, like how some setting sprays, whenever you spray them, they come out really heavy, which I can attest to that this one comes out really heavy, which is why whenever I tell anybody about this, I'm like, look, this one, it squirts really heavy, you know, it's really heavy. And you get the same thing from this one here from Farsali, and also the other one, sorry, this one here from Farsali, and you also get the same thing from the one from Color Effects. The only two that have that whole mist vibe come, you can actually feel that very misty small layer of drops hitting your face, are probably these two. These two are actual mists versus the, and even though this one says that it's a mist, I find that it actually the application comes out real heavy, but I can only assume it has to do with the fact that it has this really thick straw. It doesn't necessarily come out as a mist, it comes out real heavy, more so like a setting spray. So I don't know, maybe they want to kind of decrease the size of the straw that's inside, or maybe they have it this size because it needs to pick up the rose gold flakes as well. So you know, it's not necessarily a mist. I wouldn't call it a mist because it comes out real heavy. You have to be real careful with that. But let's go back to the setting spray in question, or I should say, that we are discussing. It's this one from Lancome, the Fix It and Forget It makeup setting mist. This one is definitely a mist, and one of the reasons why I got this and I've been trying it and I think I am so in love with it is the fact that here are some of the ingredients that are actually in this. Hungry, and you can wait up to 24 hours. Now I've never really tried that because I ain't sure if I want to make up on for 24 hours. I ain't never sure idea. It's ultra lightweight, which I definitely agree with. It comes out very light, so it's definitely lightweight. It mists evenly, definitely a true right there. It's non-sticky, it's definitely not sticky either. And one of the great things that I love about it is that it is infused with plant extracts like kiwi, moringa seed, and witch hazel, and it also contains hyaluronic acid. It's oil free and it's fragrance free, and that's one of the great things I love about this setting spray from Lancome, the fact that it has in all those things that I know I look for in terms of my skin type to control my oils. Hyaluronic acid is one of those things that I need to put on my face to control the overall sweat and, you know, just icky looking makeup. Hyaluronic acid is one of those ingredients that I look for. And now, not every single setting spray has it, but this one from Lancome has it, and I'm not sure if it's gonna hold up your makeup for 24 hours. I mean, I'm sorry, dear, but I know that whenever I use it, just like my Basha setting spray, it just keeps my makeup looking absolutely stunning for the 8 hours that I need to hold up for. Now I always say 8 hours because that's the most I always keep my makeup on for, 8 hours, and then it's taken off. Now I can't exactly say that it's in fact mattifying. However, I do know that it actually controls the longevity of my makeup. I am not sure if I've actually seen it get matte in terms of it being like a mattifying mist. I'm not sure if it does that. I don't think it does that. I probably have to play with it a little more because sometimes makeup can be tricky, especially when you use certain products. Like for me, I feel like Lancome products works best with Lancome products. The same thing with NARS. Like in terms of their complexion products, their powders, their setting sprays, I feel like they work well with each other. I mean, hello, that's what they're supposed to do. But this definitely doesn't dry down to a matte. I would say it's more so like a velvety or a semi-matte finish that it dries down to. But I love the way how it just wakes up my makeup, and it adds that bit of warmth to my face. And I just love the fact that I could just do like this whenever I'm sweating, and then everything just sets back into place. That's one of the reasons why I love this Lancome setting spray. So to give you guys a quick recap of all the setting sprays that I mentioned, the NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh Multitasking Setting Spray, this Cover Effects Mattifying Setting Spray, this one here from Basha, the White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray, this one here from Farsali is the Rose Gold Skin Mist, the 24 karat gold infused skin mist, I should say. And this one from Lancome, the Fix It and Forget It setting skin mist that is infused with hyaluronic acid, moringa, and kiwi. Setting sprays that I actually had to go through in order for me to come up with a top 5. Now, some of these setting sprays, I have to say this, may or may not work for your skin type. Now, if you have normal skin, God bless you. I hate you. I don't like you. Come off my video. Go off. And nothing that happened to you. Okay? Go off. But anyway, I'm just kidding. Thank you for being here. But if you suffer from oily skin like me, just like I did, you have to go through the process of trying out setting sprays. I'm not saying that you have to buy a bunch of them at once like I did, but I decided I wanted to try them in the hot months of the year. So I bought at least maybe 15 or so setting sprays in order for me to come up with like a top 5. And these are actually my top 5 for the time being. Now over time, I'm sure I'm going to either incorporate more of them, like add more of them to my list. Maybe over time I might say, hey, I'm kind of over this one is not really doing anything for me anymore, so I could probably get rid of this and put this one inside here. So it's all about how your skin reacts to certain items. So you really have to, it's all about trial and error. So I would recommend these for oily skin babies, but I'm also going to say that you also can try all the other setting sprays that are on the market to see which one works best with your skin type. Alright guys, so we have reached the end of this 3 parts video. Man, it's been great. I can't believe I filmed a video that I actually had to break up into 3 parts because I was yabbing for that long. Can you imagine that? I was literally yabbing for 2 hours, so I had to break it up into 3 parts. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for being here with me. Thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you guys for sticking with me until my next upload. Now, if you guys want me to do more videos like this where I break them up into 3 parts, please also be sure to let me know that down in the comment section. Until my next upload, yes, I'll be uploading next week. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye bye.